In this guide you will learn everything about Wuthering Waves to have a good understanding of the game, but not only that, you will know how to progress faster without ruining your account, especially when it comes down to your wave plates, your most precious resource. It's all based on beta information, so it's subject to change, and because of that I won't be diving too deep into numbers, but I will be covering it after the game launch. Enough of yapping, and here we go. Let's start with the progression systems. First of all, you will have your account progression. It's called Union level. It's a really important part to focus because it dictates all the other progressions in the game. You can increase your Union level by completing quests, events, and spending wave plates. That's your limited stamina that I'll be touching how to spend it properly later on in the video so you don't make any mistakes. Increasing your Union level will unlock more functions and content in the game, and every 10 levels you will be able to increase your world level called Soul Phase, making the monster stronger and giving you better loot. It will also enable you to bypass the previous level cap you were locked on, and the same will happen to your abilities and weapons. But for now, let's talk about the characters, weapons, echoes, and how to make all of them stronger. Characters in Wuthering Waves are called resonators. They can have one of the 6 different elements and they use one of the 5 weapons in the game. And when you look into their progressions, you will find character level, which will increase your base stats, and you can level them up by spending resonance potions that you can get in many activities in the game. It's not something you should target farm in the beginning because you receive a good amount of them, but keep in mind that it's important to use them especially on your 2 main DPSs because you need more than one team to the end game activities. So prioritize your 2 DPSs and level them up, and after that you can think about the other resonators and level them up too as you feel the need. At some point resonators will hit the cap level, and it requires you to increase your Union level as I said before, so you can ascend them. The materials needed to ascend your characters are specific for each one of them, and you get these materials by doing boss challenges, killing normal enemies, and gathering on the overworld. But don't forget to collect everything you see in front of you, so you don't have to waste time and come back to collect later. Now about the resonator abilities. This system is called Fort. It's basically a skill tree for every individual resonator where you can upgrade your 5 abilities, enhancing their stats bonuses and gaining extra passives. The material you need to enhance your abilities will be found on completing the forgery, weekly challenges, and killing monsters in the overworld. Talking now about the Resonance Chain. It's a character passive tree that gives you new unique passives. You can level it up by spending copies or wave bands as it's called. You can reach the max of 6 levels on the Resonance Chain, and you can obtain the wave bands by using the gacha system or the shop, which use the currency you gain by pulling characters. You can find 2 missions, events, and for the main character you also can get by using the relic merchant. Now let's talk about your gear, starting with weapons. They are really simple to understand. There are 5 weapon types: Grot Blade, Gauntlet, Pistol, Rectifier, and Sword. I recommend you investing only on 4-star weapons or above. Each resonator has a specific weapon, so pay attention which one your resonator uses so you don't end up wasting all your materials. The weapons will give you stat bonuses and a special passive that you can level up, such as the Resonance Chain, by spending duplicates that will increase the passive stat bonuses. And the progression to level up your weapon level is similar to the resonator. You just fill up with weapon XP until it reaches the current level cap, and after you can ascend them if you have the right Union level. Now the echoes. They are basically the same things as artifacts in Genshin Impact and relics in HSR, providing a big part of your stats and also set bonuses of 2 pieces and 5 pieces. The twist in Wuthering Waves is that you can summon your main echo to do damage, heal, parry incoming damage, or transform yourself into your echo to do a really heavy attack. It's pretty fucking awesome. They have a more complex system behind it, so I really recommend you watching a guide about it, and I really recommend this content creator called Tenten. He explained it flawlessly, so go watch him so you can understand more about the stats, how to reroll them, and how to get your best echoes. But it's a really fun system, and I'll try to make it simple right now so you can understand everything without worry too much. You can obtain echoes by killing enemies, and it also includes bosses. They have their own drop rate and rarity. It depends on your data level, which is like a Pokemon system. As you catch more and more echoes from different kind of enemies, it will increase the drop rate you have for the echoes and also the rarity, so you wanna heal them more. so you wanna catch them all. The enemies in the world reset daily, so it's different for every world, making co-op the way to go when grinding for echoes, especially for bosses, because it will be much easier, much faster, and also you have more chances of getting a high rarity echo. The rarity of the echo will predetermine one stat, and it will always be like this, being then common, giving you flat HP, elite giving you flat attack, and bosses also giving you flat attack. Every echo has a cost number, and it's related to your character build, which has 12 points to be used. So to be fully geared, the best setup for echoes, to have 5 of them, would be 1 echo with cost of 4, 2 echoes with cost of 3, and 2 echoes with cost of 1, making you have 4, 3, 3, 1, 1. Now moving on to the meat of the game, the content, and what to prioritize when looking at them. I'll start from the less important things, moving to the more advanced into the end game stuff. We have the more basic activities like missions, dailies, and really cool trophy system that is basically achievements, and the drifting inscriptions that are beginning missions to guide the players and make you like learn everything about the simple things and interact with them. It also gives you a good amount of resource, so don't sleep on that, go and do it pretty fast and simple. And we have now the more advanced stuff, which use wave plates. Let me explain how it works and how to spend it properly, so as I said, you don't make any mistakes investing your wave plates on something that doesn't matter. Wave plates is the stamina system that you spend to make a big part of your progression in the game, so pay attention where you spend them. You can save up to the max of 240, and you can refill it by using an item called Crystal Solvent, which will replenish 60 wave plates. You get this item by doing a variety of missions and spending astrides, the premium currency of the game, and you also passively recover 1 wave plate every 6 minutes. There will be 5 different contents which you can use these wave plates, and I'll be touching on them now. Firstly, the forgery. It's a medium priority, so do it as you need to enhance only your main DPS, alright? To enter the forgery, you spend 40 wave plates, and it's where you can get your weapon ascension and 4 to upgrade materials. There's 5 different challenges corresponding to each type of weapon, so make sure to pick the right one. Second, we have the simulation field. I recommend you totally skipping the simulation field in the beginning of the game, because you can get all of the resources without spending your stamina. But anyways, it also costs 40 wave plates to enter, and you get materials corresponding to the type of simulation you choose, such as resonance potions, energy core, shell credits, that is in-game money, and echo XP. Now talking about the boss challenge, there's a high priority place to spend your wave plates. The cost to claim the challenge rewards is 60 wave plates. It's where you can get your essential materials, and there are different bosses that give you different materials. So make sure to look up which material specific you need to ascend the character you are aiming for. Now the tasted field, which I recommend you skipping until you get a good grip on the echo status and builds. So go there and watch Tenten's guide on that, it's a fire video. It costs 60 wave plates to claim the rewards. The taste provides everything about the echoes you need, each field giving you different echo sets, so make sure to pick the right field corresponding to the set pieces you want to get. Now let's talk about the Wicked Challenge. It's a must do, so in a few days after the release, make sure you do it before the reset or you forget about it. You can claim the rewards spending 60 wave plates. These are weekly bosses that give you special rewards like 4 to upgrade materials, standard weapon modes to using weapon crafting, echoes, and weapon XP. It's really good. Now let's talk about the end game content, which doesn't require you to spend wave plates, but it's where you're gonna find the real challenge and the fun place for me. But before we get into it, if you are enjoying the video or it's somewhat helpful for you, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. It means really a lot for me. I'm just starting on YouTube, but I'm really here to stay. Okay, enough of yapping again. The Tower of Adversity. It's a game mode where you should kill all the enemies as fast as you can before the timers runs out. And I bet you saw it in other games such as Genshin, and there's different tiers of completion from 1 to 3 quests for how fast you can finish it, rewarding you mainly with Astrite, the premium currency, and deep records used to purchase progression items in its own shop. The tower is divided in levels, being them Stable Zone with 4 stages, Experimental Zone with 8 stages, and the really hard endgame, the Hazard Zone with 10 stages. If I'm not mistaken, the Hazard Zone resets every month differently from the other two, but I could be wrong on that. Each room is focused on different things like AoE or boss rooms with different elements. The catch with the tower is that you need more than one team to fully complete it, since each time you use a character, you spend their limited stamina. You begin with 10 stamina until you can't use the character anymore, so be aware of that. Don't put all your DPSs in the same team. Think strategically in how you have enough stamina with different teams. Now the elusive realm. It's like a roguelike mode, really cool, where you can choose a character to play and choose between buffs, echoes and resonators to assist you in the game, and each time you just go to the next room, you get more and more powerful. It has its own shop, you can spend the currency to get more astrite and upgrade materials and also echoes. And finally, the content that I think everyone is drooling for, the hologram bosses. This is just a boss arena where you can show off your skills because it starts to get really hard as you go. There are 4 different hologram bosses with 6 different difficulties, increasing the boss damage and also the attack movesets. So for you guys that are a fan of combat, you have a good time on this mode. The reward again, it's the own currency shop and additionally astride and upgrade materials. And now the gacha system. The gacha banners are called convenience, and to pull for characters and weapons, you use astrites and tides that are pull tickets. The cost for tickets are 160 astrites. They have a separate banners for characters and weapons. Both banners have a hard pity of 80 pulls and guarantee 4 stars every 10 pulls, resetting every time you get 4 or 5 star. The character being a 50-50, meaning that if you don't get the character of the banner, it's guaranteed in your next 5 star that you get it, and for the weapon being 100% guaranteed to get the weapon of the banner. But there it is. Thank you for watching until here. If you feel the video brought you any value, please like and consider to subscribe, because I'll be covering Wuthering Waves and gacha games, and I'll be here for the long run. So see you next time and bye!